Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're gonna take a look at the second part of 6 types of SSO players. It's been over a month since I did my last one, and you guys really loved that video, so I figured I'd make a part 2 sooner than I planned. In case you haven't seen the first part, I will link it in the upper right corner and description box so you can still check it out if you want to. In that video, I did do the very basic types of SSO players, and in today's video we're gonna do some more specific ones, and I actually already have a list for a 3rd episode, so that might be coming within a month or 2 as well. Anyway, I bet y'all are really excited for part 2, so without any further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So for this first type, I just had to do the YouTuber because, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a YouTuber myself, and I want to present to you what it is like to be a YouTuber on SSO. Here are a few things I do on SSO whenever I'm not recording a video, because usually I log on to make a video and I log back off because currently I kind of have a busy life dealing with school and leasing a horse, so I don't really play that much anymore. But when I do have free time, I read my mail, I might do some championships because I really love doing those, and sometimes at the championships or just when I'm recording a video at a random location, I meet some fans too, which is always so much fun. So whenever you see me, just come up to me. Usually I am AFK, so I apologize in advance if that happens. But if I'm not AFK, I would love to talk to you. So yeah, that is basically some things I do as a YouTuber on SSO. And when I'm not playing SSO, but these things are still SSO related, I will reply to comments on my YouTube channel, check my analytics, evaluate my channel, maybe post a community post, and just really keep myself busy with owning my channel, I guess. I also check my SSO Instagram quite often, and that one is always linked in the description box down below, so if you want to check it out, you can. Next up, we have what I call the independent player, and I'm leaning towards this one as well, especially on my alternate account. I did not want to call this one the loner because I feel like that really has a negative vibe to it, and this is not a negative thing at all. Being independent is not negative at all. This player will usually not have a lot of friends on their friends list because they don't really talk to people that often because they like their alone time. They also usually don't want to be in a club because they don't see the point in it because they're really busy and therefore can't come to events all the time. So they don't really see the point in it and they don't want to be a burden to the club. Which, by the way, you are never a burden to your club because I'm sure that they all really love you and they love seeing you online and talking to you. But if that's just not your vibe, then I totally respect that, and I hope other people will do so as well. So yeah, this is the independent player, and I felt like this one was really important to put in because I feel like a lot of people nowadays are a mix of the independent player and maybe another type. But of course, there's gonna be people out there that don't relate to this at all and are extremely social, and that is okay too, because if we would all be the same, what a boring world we would live in, right? Next up, we have the CHORE addict, and I feel like a lot of people forget about this one very often because you just don't really see them a lot online, but I do know they exist because I used to be one myself. I used to be obsessed with getting every single blue dot off of my map and just completely wiping the blue dots out because that was what I did on SSO back in the day. I really did have too much time on my hands back then, I know. If you enjoy doing chores, because honestly I kinda do, it's the same thing over and over again, but I do really love doing it for some reason, then I think you can consider yourself a chore addict. Like I mentioned a few seconds ago, I used to be one myself, and I no longer am a chore addict because I just don't have the time to do all chores anymore. But there actually are still people out there that love doing chores, so this one is for you guys. I also wanted to show some love for the club owners out there because we all know that these club owners work so hard to give their own club a good time. I've never been a club owner myself, so this is merely an interpretation of what club owners do. I cannot confirm this, so don't come for me, please. Anyway, the club owner is the type of person that runs the Instagram account of your club if you have one. They will also check their mail very often in case there are questions from club members or maybe even non-club members. They will also edit the events page on your club thingy when you press F on SSO every single week or maybe even every single day. They also play a huge role in organizing events, and they're also the type of person who will try their very, very, very best to run the club the best they can. I really think club owners should be so well respected because they do put a lot of effort into your enjoyment of the game. So yeah, big shout out to club owners. You guys are amazing, and that was the club owner type of SSO player, I guess. Then we have the dressage lover, and especially on Nightstar you can find a lot of these. You will usually find the dressage lover on a Frisian with a dressage outfit in the dressage arena in the riding hall. Not only the Frisians, but also the Lusitanos, I believe, and the recent Andalusians are really popular dressage horses as well because of their special movement. The Lusitano has the piaffe and the Andalusian has the Spanish walk. I'm not sure if the Lipizaners are still booming in the dressage world as well. They also have a special movement. They can levade, if that is the right way to pronounce it. I'm just not sure if they are used that often anymore, but those are types of horses that are very often used in dressage. A lot of dressage lovers are also in dressage clubs because yes, they exist too, and they have dressage practice maybe twice, maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. These people have such a passion, such a big heart for the dressage sport, and for some reason I actually admire that. It's actually so cool to see people who might not be able to achieve their dreams in real life actually kind of live it in SSO. Obviously it's not real, but it does kind of represent the in real life experience, and I just think that's really cool. So this is basically all I can say about the dressage person, and then now let's move on to the very, very last one, which is actually the contrary to the dressage person. Then we have the show jumper, and this is also me. I relate to a lot of these types. I'm a mix of multiple, and you can be a mix of multiple too. This one is also kind of me. I just really love show jumping in SSO, which is why my roleplay series is also about show jumping. Anyway, the show jumper is someone who loves to do the races in the riding arena, but at the part where the jumps are set up, if you get what I mean. They are also such a big fan of the jumping competition from Lizzie at Paddock Island. That one is my favorite race when it comes to the shorter races. I really love that one. And just anything that has to do with show jumping as well as in real life is just really amazing to most show jumpers. In case you don't know about my equestrian account on Instagram called dario.eq, on there I follow a lot of show jumpers, including the FEI jumping account, because I just love keeping up with international sport as well. That's a big dream for me. Kinda bummed that Belgium didn't win the Nations Cup in Barcelona, but I digress. In SSO, the show jumper loves those races I just mentioned. The show jumper also really loves the new saddles that just came out because they have a jumping girth, and in my opinion, when it comes to equipment, that type of a saddle is my favorite saddle ever in SSO. They've done such a great job on it. Actually, I take that back because I'm obsessed with the Moorland saddle, but aside from that one, I really love these as well. And that, you guys, was everything for the last type, the show jumper. And with that being said, we have come to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it also helps me out a lot. If you want to see more videos of mine, then don't forget to subscribe down below and also turn on your notifications so you will never ever miss out, because YouTube has not been putting my videos in some people's subscription box, and that is really sad. So turn on notifications so you will never miss out anyway. And yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching again, and I really hope I'll see you back on Wednesday with a brand new update video. Bye guys!